In these, you are just solving for x. So if it has numbers and variables on one side, you need to separate them. So you have variables and numbers on opposite sides of the equal sign. So I have shown number 5 here at the top. 10x and 5x make 15x. 112 and 38 combine to make 150. Then we divide both sides by 15 and we solve it to get x equals 10. So I have written that down in number 5. The answer to number 1 is not 10. So it's a continuation. So finish 1 through 4, solving them for x. Given parallel lines L and Q with transversal P, find the value of x. So we know they're parallel. I see that there's a straight line here. So 180 minus 122 would tell me what goes in this box. 10 minus 2 is 8. 7 minus 2 is 5. So this one should say 58. And we also know that angles in a triangle, so in this centered triangle, they add up to 180. So I have 58 plus 63 would give me 121. And then we're going to subtract that from 180. 10 minus 1 is 9. 7 minus 2 is 5. So x is equal to 59. Identify a location for an exterior angle. So that means outside, adjacent to angle F. Adjacent means next to. So we have an adjacent exterior angle here. And to figure out what that would equal, we could do 180 minus 58. 10 minus 8 is 2. 7 minus 5 is 2. And then we have 1 minus 0. So this could be 122 degrees. Another way we could create an adjacent angle outside next to F is coming out this way. And again, this makes a straight line. So 180 minus 58 is 122. So the exterior adjacent angle to angle F is 122, regardless of which way you extend the line. Consider the triangle HAT in the diagram. Name the exterior angles of triangle HAT. Well, I have 3 exterior angles here. Remember, we label the angles using the letters coming off of it. So we have O, A, and H in the middle. We have T and G with A in the middle. And we have H and C with T in the middle. If the measure of angle HTA is 58 degrees, so T is in the middle, and H and A are coming off of it. So this angle here is 58. And the measure of THA, so H is in the middle, is 86. Find the measure of the following angles. HAT is that missing angle inside the triangle. Well, 58 plus 86. 8 plus 6 is 14. 5 plus 1 plus 8 makes 14. And then we need to subtract that from 180 because that's how much is in the whole triangle. 10 minus 4 is 6. 7 minus 4 is 3. And 1 minus 1 is 0. So HAT is 36 degrees. GAT, or this one here, TAG we called it. Well, there is a straight line here with a 36-degree angle. So if we did 180 minus 36, 10 minus 6 is 4, 7 minus 3 is 4, 1 minus 0 is 1. So this one out here is 144 degrees, which, if you notice, is 58 plus 86. So these two blue angles add up to this exterior angle here. OHA, that's this first one here. Well, I have a straight line, so 180 minus the 86. 10 minus 6 is 4. 17 minus 8 is 9. If I combine these two, 58 plus 36. 6 and 8 is 14. 3, 5, and 1 is 94. So if I combine the two angles that aren't touching the exterior angle, I get the outside. Let's see if that's true for this last one. I am looking for CTH, that's this one here. CTH. If I combine the two that aren't touching it, so right now 58 is touching it. If I combine 86 and 36, let's check that one. 6 plus 6 is 12. 8 plus 3 plus 1 is 12, so 122. And then we could check there's a straight angle here, so 180 minus 58. 10 minus 8 is 2. 7 minus 5 is 2. 1 minus nothing is 1. So it works for all of those. There is a specific theorem or trend or pattern that we use, and we say that it is the sum of the remote, meaning away from it, like a remote island off by itself, the sum of the remote interior, so inside the triangle, angles, is equal to the exterior. So this exterior angle here is the sum of the two that aren't touching it, the two remote, the two away from it. So find the value of x. Now, I could find the straight angle, the missing piece here. I could say that it's all going to add up to 180 inside the triangle, or I can use that sum of the remote interiors adds up to the exterior. So I have 58 plus x equals 144. So to solve that equation for x, I can just subtract 58 from both sides. This is gone. 14 minus 8 is 6. 13 minus 5 is 8. So x has to be 86 degrees. Find the value of y. Again, the sum of the remote, sum meaning add, equals the exterior. So we're going to subtract 86 from both sides to solve it for y. It's gone from there. 12 minus 6 is 6. 11 minus 8 is 3. So then y has to be 36 degrees. Write an equation that represents the angle relationships shown in the diagram. There are several relationships that add up to 180. We know that angle 3 plus angle 4 makes a 180 degree angle, because that's a straight line. We also know that angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 makes 180, because that's the inside of a triangle. So we can say, since they're both equal to 180, that they are equal to each other. Well, then I can subtract out angle 3 from both sides, and I'm left with angle 4 is equal to angle 1 plus angle 2. That's that same concept where the sum of the remote interior is equal to the exterior. Use the relationship between an exterior angle of a triangle and the remote interior angles to find the value of x. So the remote interior add up to the exterior. We'll subtract 63 from both sides to solve it for x. Borrow. 12 minus 3 is 9. 11 minus 6 is 5. So x is 59 degrees. For problems 8 through 13, find the value of x in the diagram by using any of the angle relationships you have learned. So that includes straight angles, corresponding, vertical, alternate interior, remote interior, and so on. The sum equals the exterior. 41 plus 80 equals x. 41 plus 80 is 121. So that is our value for x. The sum of the remote interior equals the exterior. 73 plus 42 equals x. 3 plus 2 is 5. 7 plus 4 is 11. So x is 115 degrees in problem 9. The sum equals the exterior. We're going to subtract 128 to move it to the other side. Borrow. 17 minus 8 is 9. 4 minus 2 is 2. 1 minus 1 is 0. So x is 29 degrees. The sum of these equals the exterior. Subtract 51 from both sides to move it over. X equals 26. There's a lot of moving pieces in this one to try and confuse you. Break it down into things that you know. So here I know that if these lines are parallel and this is a transversal, that I have alternate exterior angles are congruent. It's not as complicated as it's made out to be. They're trying to confuse you based on the picture. They've drawn in a bunch of pieces to try and make it confusing. Number 13 does come with a hint, so it says extend one segment as a transversal. So we're going to do that. And I'm going to make it a different color just so we can see the piece that we drew in. All right, so if this is 140, this piece is a straight line, so then 180 is 140 plus 40. This one and this one are alternate interior, so this one has to be 40. And then I have the sum of the remote interior equals the exterior. So I have 40 plus 41 equals x. That means x is 81 degrees. Make sure your warm-up is filled in with all of that algebra and that your workbook is written in as well. You may also want to add notes into your composition book about the sum of the remote interior angles equals the exterior, or draw in a picture and an example so you have it to come back to.